G'day and welcome to another video with Better Pics. Hope this finds you all well. Today's video we're going to have a quick look and reminder of why it's really helpful to use images from Adobe Camera Raw to Adobe Photoshop as smart objects and the flexibility that it gives you without really adding any complexity or steps to the process of your edit workflow. It's a super handy thing to do, particularly if you're working on multiple images and you want to make sure that they're working with each other. So think, for example, if you're designing a brochure or a book or something where images may be displayed or viewed together. So for that reason, super helpful and a really good way to go. So you can see I've got 4 images here. They were all photographed in a place called Burleigh National Park, which is on Australia's eastern coast at the Gold Coast, southern part of Queensland. 4 images, 3 of them are outside, sort of overlooking the ocean, and 1 of them is within a forest. So the reason that I'm using these 4 images as an example is, for me, the edits for the outside images are sitting okay. They're not great. There's probably some further refinements that I'd like to make. But in comparison, if you look at the forest image, it feels like the forest image is lacking a little bit of contrast and punch within its color. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up all 4 images as smart objects within Photoshop, and you're going to see why it's a real advantage to having them as smart objects in that workflow. So let's select them all. You can either hit Control or Command A or simply click and Shift and select all. And just on the little Open tab down the bottom here, we're going to click on that little drop down arrow, and you can see it's got the option to open as an object, which is what we're going to do. So it should automatically take us to Photoshop, which it has, and we should see those 4 images opening up. Excellent, there we have them, all 4 images ready to go. Now what you will notice on the Layers tab down in the bottom right hand corner here is we've got that little indicator in the bottom right corner of the thumbnail that indicates that it's a smart object, and it's the same for all 4 images, as you can see there. Now let's just say this is a normal workflow and I've gotten my images, I've done all my raw edits and I'm pretty happy with where they are. I've got my images into Photoshop and I'm looking at them and I'm going, actually, I reckon we could add a little bit of contrast to this image. Now, absolutely, you can add contrast in Photoshop really easily, and it's really simple to do. But for the purpose of today's demonstration, we're going to show you how to reopen the image within Adobe Camera Raw and add that contrast. And all you need to do is go down to the thumbnail on the Layers tab, down into the bottom right corner where that little indicator is that it's a smart object, and double click on it. And you'll see that it will take me back to Adobe Camera Raw, open up that image. I'm able to add a little bit more contrast, which I'm just going to do on the slider. And then you can see that it's changed down the bottom here to OK rather than open. And all that's going to do is take us straight back to Photoshop, and you'll see the image will be updated and that contrast has been applied. Now, where this is really handy is if you're doing, for example, color adjustments or like a white balance adjustment, where traditionally working on a raw image is a really good way to go when you're making color adjustments because you've got so much more flexibility. Or if you're working on highlights and shadows, if they're a little bit blown out or the shadows are a little bit blocked up, you're always going to get a better result when you're working on the raw file within Adobe Camera Raw. Obviously this would be the same with Lightroom, but in this case, because we're incorporating a Photoshop and Adobe Camera Raw workflow, even though we've opened the images in Photoshop, we can still go back to Adobe Camera Raw and take advantage of that full flexibility of a raw workflow, and then obviously reapply those new adjustments to the image and go straight back to Photoshop and enjoy all of the flexibility that Photoshop gives us with design and whatever other elements we need for what we are doing. So my recommendation is, if you are in any way working on raw images and you intend to open them in Photoshop to do some work that can only be done in Photoshop, open them as smart objects, because it will allow you and give you that flexibility to jump back into Adobe Camera Raw should you need to, and make any adjustments you need to, and continue on your path of editing within Adobe Photoshop, and you'll be good to go. Thanks as always for stopping by. As always, any questions are welcome in the comments below, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.